In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the OUXI V8 Mini Fat Tire e-bike, which is OUXI's Class 2 Mini Moto-Style e-bike designed for fun and handling any adventure. I'm going to go over the unboxing and assembly process and go in depth on the build and features, and do an acceleration test, a braking test, a hill climb test, and a review on how it rides. So let's get to it. The V8 Mini comes in a standard bicycle shipping box, but it is heavy, so make sure to be careful when moving, and I do recommend having someone help you move it. After opening, the bike's assembled about 85%. All you have to do is remove all the packing foam and zip ties, install the handlebars, front wheel, front fender, headlight, passenger pegs, and the pedals, including the box with necessary tools and instruction manual. The whole process took me about 30 minutes, with most of my time being spent cutting off the zip ties and putting on the front wheel. The bike is not hard to put together, but there's a lot of things to install, so just take your time. When we went through the bike, all the bolts are tight, and it powered up no problem. The V8 Mini is powered by a 500 watt brushless rear hub motor that provides power and assistance up to 20 miles per hour. Powering the bike is a removable 36 volt 10.4 amp hour battery that's UL certified and has a 45-mile range using pedal assist. Stopping the bike are front and rear mechanical disc brakes with 160mm rotors. The drivetrain is a Shimano 7-speed with a 28-tooth cassette and a 46-tooth chainring. The V8 Mini comes with 16-inch alloy wheels with knobby tires with a 4-inch width. It has a Moto-Style seat with a really nice pattern that's 23 inches long and 6.5 inches wide. And if you want to bring along a friend with you on your ride, it also comes with passenger pegs. And for added comfort, there's a dual crown fork. And for additional safety, there's a horn, a front headlight, and a rear brake light that also has turn signals. The bike also comes with a very pretty color display that shows the battery life, speed, assist level, and odometer. The bike also comes with an alarm that has a proximity meter and an alarm that goes off if someone tries to take the bike. So the bike weighs in a little more than 68 pounds, has a 330-pound load capacity, it's 50 inches long, has a wheelbase of 39.4 inches, a seat height of 29.1 inches, and a handlebar height of 41.5 inches. At the time of recording, you can pick up a V8 Mini for $569, and it comes in black, blue, and pink. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to check the speedometer accuracy of the V8 Mini. I'm comparing the bike against a GPS app. First is assist level 1, which is 7 miles per hour on the bike and 7 on the app. Perfect. Okay, so the next speed is assist level 2, which is exactly 10 miles per hour. And the app is going between 9 and 10. Once again, perfect. Okay, so now we're doing speed level 3, which is 13 miles per hour. It's kind of bouncing back between 12 and 13. Once again, perfect. Let's punch up to speed level 4, which is 16.2. And once again, 16 on the app. Speed level 4 is perfect. And last and certainly not least is speed level 5, which should be 20 miles per hour. And it is. And the app says 20 miles an hour. Perfect. Okay, now that we've actually determined that speedometer works perfect on this bike, let's take it to the top speed of 20 using only the throttle. Ready? And go! 10, 15, 20. All right, there we go. So for the final results, the V8 Mini went 0 to 10 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds. 0 to 15 in 6.7 seconds, and to the top speed of 20 in 12.1 seconds. So the bike has a very smooth and linear power output. It does have a decent amount of torque, but it puts it down in a very rider-friendly manner. Okay, next thing we're going to do is check out the hill climbing ability on a 9% gradient using only the throttle. We're doing 17.8 miles per hour. Now we're getting to the main part, down to 16. 15, 14, 13, 12. Okay, 9% gradient, no problem. Let's do something a little steeper. Okay, now we're doing a much steeper hill. This hill starts off at 12% and eventually goes to 15%. So we're on the 12% part, and we are doing 10 miles an hour, and 9 miles an hour, 8. Okay, now we're getting to the really steep part. 7. I mean, it's doing it. 6. There we go, 6. 5. Okay, just for fun, we'll start pedaling with it. There we go. Good power. I'm able to move back on the seat to give myself a little more space. Pedals pretty easily up to 15% part. And just for reference, I'm about 175 pounds. Next, I want to test out the braking distance of the V8 Mini from 3 different speeds. First is from 10 miles per hour, where the bike stopped in 5 feet. Next was stopping from 15 miles per hour, which the bike did in an impressive 10 feet. And last is from 20 miles per hour, which the bike stopped in 20 feet. So the brakes on the V8 Mini really impress me. They're powerful, and the bike remains composed under braking. So the last test is the ride comfort test, which in my opinion is the most important test for any electric bike. So I rode the V8 Mini around a lot during my testing, through many neighborhoods and varying types of environments, and the bike handled all of them with ease. The motor's smooth and makes the V8 Mini easily accessible to many riders. It does have some decent torque, but nothing crazy. The rider is able to open the throttle wide open from a stop and not have to worry about the bike wheeling or flipping. The ride of the V8 Mini on pavement is very smooth and comfortable. The front fork is able to mute out small bumps and cracks in the pavement. The bike doesn't have any rear suspension, but the seat is well padded and it does a good job of minimizing vibrations. What also really helps with a smooth ride is the 4-inch fat tires, which you can lower the pressure on them to help with the cushioning of the ride. The V8 Mini is also surprisingly stable at top speed. Usually smaller wheels means less stability, but the fat tires help with stability. But the cool part is that even though the bike is stable, it also has agility due to the short wheelbase. Initially, I was a little worried about the seating position since the bike is on the smaller side, but I actually really like the bike seating position. The bars have a really high rise, which keeps the rider sitting in an upright position, and since you have such a big seat, you can move back and forth to adjust the position as well. One would think that the size of the V8 Mini would hinder its comfort, but it doesn't. It's a very comfortable ride, as long as you're under 6 feet tall. So far through my extensive testing, the V8 Mini has held up extremely well to daily use. The motor's almost silent, it's extremely smooth, and has decent acceleration. It is able to cruise at the top speed of 20 pretty easy, and there's no doubt in my mind it could go faster if it wasn't electronically limited. This is a Moto-Style e-bike, so its bread and butter is riding around with the throttle, but if needed, you can pedal, and when you do, there's a decent amount of power to help you pull up some steep hills. Obviously, it's not the most efficient seating position to pedal with, and the lower seat height does mean your knees do come up pretty high, but it can be done. And something I didn't really talk about too much is the brakes, which are mechanical disc brakes, but these brakes far exceeded my expectations. Usually mechanical disc brakes are hit and miss, but these brakes are surprisingly powerful, and they stop the bike quickly with minimal skidding and drama. The front fork also works really good. It's nice and plush and can handle some pretty bumpy roads. There is no rear suspension, but the seat also has enough cushioning that it still makes the ride comfortable and greatly minimizes the vibrations on your back. The last thing I want to discuss is the quality of the bike at this price, which is $569, which I think is a really good value for this bike. The bike feels pretty high quality, everything from the nice display, good brakes, solid fork, high quality seat, and a smooth motor. And beyond that, the frame didn't have any scratches or sketchy welds. The bike was also put together correctly from the factory, which sometimes can be hit or miss at this price, but with this bike, it was a hit. So in conclusion, I adore the V8 Mini. There's not a lot of mini Moto-Style e-bikes on the market that have this power, range, braking, and build quality. And while regular sized bikes are great, there is something exciting about a mini e-bike. It reminds me of my childhood when I'd ride around on those mini motorcycles that were powered by Briggs & Stratton motors, grinning ear to ear. If I had to label the V8 Mini, it's the Honda Grom of e-bikes. It might not be the fastest bike, but there's not much else on 2 wheels that can make you feel the joy that I felt on this bike. And that's what I love about the V8 Mini. It makes you feel a little ridiculous, but you also feel like a kid again, just having an absolute blast, smiling until it hurts. But if you have any questions or own the V8 Mini yourself and want to share your experience, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great one.